Welcome back to this new inspirational video. Today I wanted to go over a concept shared by Emmet Fox, which he phrased as yesterday's tears. Now he said the following and then we're going to expand upon it. Never tell people about the fine thing you are going to do, but wait until you have done it, and then show them the completed article. Never point to an empty lot and say, I'm going to build a tower there, but wait until the edifice is complete. And then if you like, say, look at the tower that I've built. But when the tower is there, it will not really be necessary to say anything at all, because it will speak for itself. Talking about your plans before they have actually materialized is the surest way to destroy them. It is universal law of nature that the unborn child is protected from all contact with the world. In fact, this is the real function of motherhood. Now the inspiration that comes to you is your child. You are its mother, and nature intends that you should protect and nourish that idea in secrecy and shelter, up to the moment when it's ready to emerge upon the material plane. To chatter or boast about it is to expose it to the world and kill it. This applies to any new enterprise that you may be contemplating, as well as to a new idea. An important business deal, for instance, a large sale, the buying of a house, the forming of a partnership, should be protected in the same way. Don't discuss these things at the lunch table or anywhere else. Keep your business to yourself. Of course, it is quite permissible to consult experts and to reveal your plan where it is absolutely necessary to do so. This is nourishing the idea, not exposing it. It is chatter, gossip and boasting that are to be avoided. In quietness and confidence shall be your strength. Now that's what he had to say about this concept of yesterday's tears. What are we talking about exactly? Well, this whole idea of not sharing what you plan on doing comes down to that phrase, actions speak louder than words. So if you know what you want, you mostly want to be sure that you take action upon it. Think about it. Once we have a big dream, a big goal in mind, we might get excited and want to tell our friends and family and everyone that wants to listen about it. Be like, I'm gonna go for this, I'm gonna make this amount of money, I'm going to become this successful. And it's almost a way of getting people to believe in you. Subconsciously, we're saying it to others more often than not because we want them to believe in us. When in reality, the only thing you have to do is believe in yourself. This is so beautiful once you get it, because you can set any goal and make it happen. That's what happens for me. I don't ask anyone to believe in what I do, but I do ask of myself to believe in what I'm doing. So as I'm working on this channel, I believe in my own powers to succeed. I believe in my own message. I have conviction in that, and I never say on video, hey guys, I plan on doing this next or that next. I might hint at it like I have something planned in the sense of content that I know people would be interested in, that's why they subscribe. So I might sometimes, point out like there's something cool coming along the way, so be sure to stay tuned. But that's as far as it goes. All the minor details about what I really dream about and the sort of success that I see for myself, I don't openly talk about that at all. Even now, I won't. Why? Because it's not really that important to anyone that's, listening to my videos. But once they have manifested though, one day I would talk about it a little bit openly, but in the sense of demonstrating again how this worked, how this came about, so people can better understand how they can start applying that in their own worlds. So it's a different way of living. Now the tendency to start, talking openly about what you want to understand is that, you can talk about what you want, but you should do it with only a very rare, specific amount of individuals. Well, maybe rare is not the right term, but specific amount of individuals is a very good way of describing this. So you can share it with your partner if you're in a relationship, for all I care, or you share it with some close friends that always have your back. It's okay to share it with them, but don't share it openly with the world, because if you are still in the tendency of needing some sort of confirmation that other people believe in you, there will always be people who won't believe in you and your dreams. So if you're allowing yourself to be influenced by any opinion outside of yourself, you're on unstable grounds. Because somebody might say, oh, you'll never be able to do that, man. And then you suddenly start doubting in yourself. You see, I've never described publicly what my goals are with this channel in great depth. And I've had people already comment to me back in 2019 when the channel was a lot smaller than it is now. They might come along and say, this channel will go nowhere. That's what they would say, right? And I can see why they would say that, because, you know, my channel was very tiny and I was uploading consistently. So people might make the mistake of assuming that it's a waste of time. If you're uploading consistently but you don't get the viewers, you must be wasting your time. That's the reason. But you see, they don't understand that I have a much bigger vision and purpose behind my channel in the long run. So I could care less about the amount of viewers. I just know I'll keep going and let it reach whoever is meant to reach. If that's a lot of people, that's awesome. If it's not a lot of people, that's fine too. Because at the end of the day, I'm on purpose. I'm doing something that I enjoy doing, which is the only thing worth having in your physical existence. If you spend it doing stuff you don't enjoy doing, well, your whole life is gonna be a horrifying show, to say the least. So for me, it's already pretty easy, but I also never was really in the habit of openly talking to anyone about my goals to begin with. But I have known people who did it though. And again, what we have to dare admit for ourselves is, why are we sharing this? Well, one part is that we want perhaps other people to believe in us, to receive confirmation that our goals and dreams perhaps impress the other individual. Another reason why we're doing it is because we might want to inspire people by sharing with them these big dreams and goals we have. But the best way to inspire someone ultimately is to help them see how they can achieve whatsoever they want for themselves. I don't think it really inspires anyone to hear how great and how magnificent your goals are. At least if I listen to somebody that has big goals, I don't necessarily feel inspired. I could feel inspired only if I share a similar goal, when I know, they have achieved something that I want to achieve. Now that's pretty cool. So again, it's a tricky one perhaps, because if you have financial goals, saying to other people you want to become a multi-millionaire might inspire them in a way because they dream of being one. But at the same time, we have to understand and always make sure that we are the ones that are fully believing ourselves. And if you fully believe in yourselves, you won't feel the need to openly talk about your dreams. And perhaps if you're not ready to have that sort of, discipline, it will allow the criticism and doubts of others to tear you away from your own dream. This happens so many times to so many people, and it's so tragic in a way. They have these dreams, but because they're still in the habit of listening to other people's opinions, if they don't believe in it, if these other people don't believe in it, they give up on their own dream. Why? Well, that's sort of how we've been raised. We've been trained to sort of go along with, what other people are telling us to do. As a child, this makes sense. When you're just recently born and stuff, you can't be expected to understand instantly how to operate within, the framework of this society and stuff like that, and the rules we have set in place to at least hopefully make it as comfortable for everyone as possible. But there will come a time, and it's usually when we would say we become adults, even though adults can still be children in a way and not have grown up at all. That's how Emmet Fox would say it as well. You're only an adult if you can control your mind. So everyone that is supposedly an adult that isn't controlling their minds are still children. That's what he would literally say about it. And it's actually true. So if you're still in the habit, because of how you were raised, to let other people's opinions sway you, well, then you're also in the tendency of sharing too much with them. Because you want to hear, right? You have this tendency of wanting to hear what other people have to say about your dream. Don't do it. Always analyze in your own heart, what do you have to say about your own dream? What does it mean to you? Why are you going for this dream? What's the big reason behind it? What's that driving purpose for you to go for your dreams? And then understand that actions speak louder than words. Just act on your dream. Let it express within through you. People will see the evidence of what your dream is about soon enough. And that is way more powerful than by telling them up front what you plan on doing without having manifested it yet, physically speaking. And then if people doubt in you, you might lose faith in yourself if you don't watch out. That's basically behind this whole message of Emmet Fox. It's a tendency we have to analyze for ourselves whether we are doing this or not, sharing too much with everyone or not. But at the end of the day, just be sure that you yourself are the one that believes in themselves. And then let things happen with and through you. God will help you. The universe has your back because you are one with all of creation. Now, if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing to receive inspirational videos on a regular basis. And with that being said, dear viewer, never forget that we are the dreamers.